Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Count Christo and this is the Austrian Phoenix Rises. Let's go. So, oh nice, back up to average popularity. So as you recall, in the last episode, we had our elections and we switched from one group calling themselves Social Conservatives to another calling themselves Social Democrats. And the only real difference that I can tell is which side of the reforms, the kind of economic recovery tree we can go down, and I like this side better. So, pretty simple choice. No template for support equipment. Wow. We presumably, that means haven't invented, yes, we haven't invented engineers, because we do want to put those in. Our ideology has to grow. Usually I think these are worth it in the long run. But let me take a look. We're at medium. To get up to high popularity, we need to be at 60%. We're at 35. Yeah, we can get to 60. With one more of those events, and we'll be getting a bit more. In case you're not familiar with Kaiserreich, the higher your party popularity, the more political power you get. At medium, it's none, and then high gives an extra 2.5, very high 0.5, and then low goes down to minus 0.2 and minus 0.4. So, let's get this Österreich going. I don't think it happens till next year, but... So, are there any wars going on right now? Yes, there's the Saudi Arabian civil war, that's right. Looks like Najd has the upper hand just. In terms of factory count, Najd has a civvy factory and some more men. Both illiterate. Ah, War of Unification. They're both getting a 200% attack power bonus. Wow. I guess that's just designed to make the war quick. Whoever starts winning is going to run away with it. I think we should just continue down the normal research path. I'm not expecting a very imminent war. Oh, St. Peter has a new occupant. What's going on, Papal State? So the Papal State and Two Sicilies are kind of a bit buddy-buddy. They're all, you know, military access and political guarantees up. But he's just gone paternal autocrats, whereas they're Social Democrats. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. If you're not aware, the Italian peninsula had a huge overhaul in the recent Kaiserreich mod. The Italian Republic, it used to be that the Papal States owned like most of the south, I think. No, that's not right. The socialists controlled the south, the Papal States controlled the north. And then there was a... You know, I can't even remember. Getting some more men deployed. What? He's not mine. He's Illyrian. We'll give him back. I don't know why we got him. There goes another one. Oh, Najd did indeed win. There we go, unified up. They have a focus tree, don't they? Yes. Land of Faith. Cleansing places. Interesting. Okay. The good old Mongolian Maklik conflict has started again. The madman Sternberg is on his crazy rampage. Ooh, influence in the Italian election. The Italian Republic is in the midst of a general election, and we have considerable influence there. We can give our support to the backing of one of the political parties and ensure that the right one takes power in Milan. However, some ministers are concerned that overt involvement in this might require further support for the far right, an anti-Austrian Italian Nationalist Association. What should we do? Do we support one of them? Do we gain political power and not support any of them? I believe there's an option to begin a war to puppet this area, and this is such a beautiful natural border, Lombardia Veneto, that I really do want to have that happen so we can defend this line if we do end up at war with the syndicalists in the form of France and Italy. I don't want to lose political power, but I think we probably should. Who's the front runner right now? The Social Liberals, who are the who? The PLD. PLD. PRI. Guys, I need to know the name of your freaking party. Just saying PLD isn't enough. But I'm guessing they're the Republicans? PLD. PPI. PRI. Liberal Democrats. I guess you're the Liberal Democrats? Libere Democratio. That sounds like it. Alright, well, we'll just support the current winning horse. That seems good. Oh, they have a nice fighter industry down there, apparently. Cool. Almost got done starting on these public welfare reforms. Excellent news. We should assign some traits, if there are any available. None on you. How about you, good sir? We want to turn him into a panzer leader. So we will give him panzer expert. Defense on armor divisions is always a kind of low stat. It's not the most valuable either, but okay, public welfare reforms underway. Fantastic. So do we want to start getting political stuff or economic stuff? How bad is divided society? It's pretty bad, but it's not. Almost half the population is unhappy with the result of the elections. We should fix this. But it's not the worst thing in the world. How do we actually remove it? Bringing hiking clubs to the countryside. What? Okay. I think we're going to start with the economic reforms. I think that makes sense. So I've been thinking about plans for this campaign. You know, who should we go to war with? I think focusing inward makes sense. Dominion over the Balkans early on. It seems like a wise move. And then from that point, I think we'd probably we'll fight for our Italian ambition. I feel like the Austrian Empire, you know, Napoleon foisted, it was Napoleon, wasn't it? Who forced Austrian influence out of this area of Italy. So we should retake that. And then, of course, it only makes sense. Siam is now constitutional. It only makes sense that we should try and spread our influence over the rest of Italy. From that point, we have options. We could look north to the, what are they called? Reichsparkt. We could look west to the Third Internationale, a rising syndicalist threat. Or we could look southeast to the Ottomans. Of course, the Ottomans are our old friends from the First World War, but from the Weltkrieg. But I mean, they're old and decrepit, and there's just land for the taking. We've got this huge public debt administration. I think of those options, it makes sense to try and... Oh, what the heck? Ah, Wallonia and Flanders. Oh, Flanders got ceded to the Netherlands, apparently. Interesting. Interesting. With Wallonia remaining loyal to Germany. I wonder if that means the Netherlands is now going to join the Reichspact. Construction 1. Beautiful, beautiful. Could do this ahead of time. A 10% production efficiency cap right now is a 50% increase in production, so that seems pretty valuable. We might have an early war, so let's get some stuff. The Union Nazionalista achieved Italian minority. 5th Congress of the Socialist Republic of Italy ended. The Union Nazionalista of Italy, led by Mussolini. Oh, hello, Mussolini. Nice hat. Britain, rather, has joined the Internationale. That's interesting. Looks like the Internationale is going to be a pretty big threat. I apologise, by the way. My mic appears to have been cutting out a bit in some other series, in the some of the M&T series. I don't know what's causing that. I hope it hasn't happened in this series. I do occasionally mute myself when I need to, you know, cough, sneeze, all that great stuff that you don't want to hear. Nice increase in stability. But generally, I feel like that wasn't what was happening. So it was confused and concerned me. Let's put some men on the Italian border, just in case. Under a mountaineer, who we can give a trait. I do like improvisational expert. 10% faster move speed is pretty nice. This is just in case, Italy. Don't worry about this too much. People's spare here. You put over here. Awesome. It's tough to push in here. This area used to be demilitarized in the older version of Kaiserreich, which meant you could rush in. I guess the attack point is still here. Yeah, this is plains. I wasn't sure if that was plains or mountains, but I think if we rush in there, take Venice, and circle this lot, then I guess break through these mountains with some mountaineers, or it's still a big river crossing. I suspect what we do is try and push through those mountains. We are, of course, you know, allegedly... Oh. Lose member of the Legation City's Council. I was a member of the Legation City's Council. Okay. By authority of the Legation Mandate, City Council has collapsed in a single night of blood and violence. Street gangs and organised Chinese criminal organisations have taken control. The United Dragonhead Council, my lord. Since the dividends we were entitled to have not been paid anyways, there's little effect on us. Cool. So, apparently the Triads have taken control of the Legation cities. The whole freaking cities. That's insane. Cool, but insane. We're low on artillery. Yes, this is not surprising. But the production efficiency cap did just double from our continued welfare efforts working on Black Monday. And by the way, when you start up Kaiserreich at the moment, it gives you a pop-up saying it runs horribly slowly on 1.5.2, and you should roll back to 1.5.1. I mean, so far, this doesn't seem that bad. If it becomes very bad, then, you know, I'll do what I can. Well, we could try rolling back. We could start another one on 1.5.1. We could wait till they fix it. Apparently, they're working with Paradox to try and fix it, so with a bit of luck. Indo-Chinese Union, civil war in Vietnam, or Vietnam area anyway. Oh, what's happened? Indo-China defense, right? Yes, I noticed. Germany seized formerly French Indochina. Stability didn't restore until the German intervention in 1962 and crushed revolutionaries. Now Indo-Chinese nationalists and leftists under a coalition government rise up against the colonial regime. Cool, so the colonists have the north rather than the south this time. Not that, you know, I'm massively oversimplifying the Vietnamese Civil War, but you know what I mean. The revolutionaries. Alright, we're going to go straight into past the bottleneck. This one requires all of the following, so we are going to have to do these as well. But I really want to absolutely get rid of the effects of Black Monday, because it's such a devastating economic blow. If you do notice me cutting out, by the way, if you timestamp it in the description, that's absolutely invaluable to my efforts to try and fix it. I'm not saying you should feel obligated to do that or anything, just, you know. Do let me know, by the way, who you think we should go after first. You know, sick man of Europe, at this point practically dead man of Europe, France or Germany. Of course, we could go east to Hungary, well, Hungary first, but Russia. But the problem is, Ukraine is in the Reichspakt, so they're in the way a bit. So I feel like Germany might have to go against them first. Thing is, though, they've gone, what, cooperation with nationalists? I think they do eventually. Yeah, so they can go Treaty of Pernislav, which looks like they're going with the Russians. So, yeah, Russianophiles control government. Does sound a lot like they're going with the Russians. So if they go with the Russians, then we could strike at Russia through Ukraine. Oh, hello, Soviet Russia. They're at peace for now. I don't imagine that will last. It can last, but it doesn't often. Are they still at peace? They are. Interesting. So there's some ongoing negotiations at the moment, I think. I think Russia can choose to make some serious socialist concessions. But no, there it goes. Soviet Union has declared war on the Russian Republic. So Russian Republic has the men advantage by a long way. The Soviet Union does, however, get it's quite nice bonus, whereas the Russians have a lot of debuffs. I suspect the Russians will still win. The Russian Republic, that is. No, they are a republic under paternal autocrats, so perhaps republic just in name. We can't send volunteers. Oh, we can send volunteers. Well, we're in favour of the Russian Republic. Let me... Are these good divisions? I didn't actually check. They're okay. We'll send one of our normal guys, though. Here, have our best division. I think we want to back... We want to back the Russian Republic, right? Yeah, because if we back Soviet Russia, They might join... I mean, not that we're going to turn the tide here. They refused. I really don't want to spend political power making them accept, but I'm gonna. Because if the Soviets win, they might join the Third Internationale, which should be a problem. It's mechanical computing, support weapons. Nice, 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 nice. Straight on into these, I think. And I think we should probably invent radio. Again, early wars. You want to get radio, and you want to get that first infantry equipment. You ready yet? One more. 3 mill factories. We're going to do this in that order. Or maybe this. Yeah. Looks good. Looks like the Soviets getting heavily encircled. They're badly outnumbered. Very badly outnumbered. Wow, they just went... Oh yeah, there they go. Russian Civil War gives them a whole bunch of extra bonuses. I think these guys have more... No, they have less of everything. Yeah, they're doomed. Looks like the Soviets are going to get crushed this time. Unless there's some further uprising events, which there might be. No, I'm not familiar. Here, have my volunteer. And then stop improving relations. So that cost us probably, you know, nice, past the bottleneck. Awesome. Let's start on these schools, hospitals, and parks. So we've got very low consequence of black money compared to what it was before. Weird how it starts out as a very low line and then goes to like a really high line, as if this kind of high line is good. I don't know, this just reminds me of exponential inflation. But I guess this is like economic growth rather than runaway inflation. How long till our boys get there? 3 days. 4 days. Oh, okay, yeah, that could turn it slightly in the Soviet side. Thinking of Finland is going to war with Russia, and I think Siberia can also declare independence, and even declare for the Soviets as well. So where are our lads? Up here. Okay. We could work to delay the Finnish advance, or we could try and make some moves down here. Let's get our secondary infantry leader in, which is going to be this guy. Winter Specialist seems good to begin with. Or we could use Alfred here. He already has the infantry trait. Yeah, I love the infantry trait. Oh, he's already got Ambusher, which sucks, because I'd want to give him infantry expert. Yeah, sorry, you're fired. After a long tenure, I've decided to fire you. So we could get adaptable, which gives terrain penalty reduction by 50%. So strong. You are going to want a field marshal. I will give you the one we're going to be using in the future. Okay. Let's just go clean up some pockets, because I think that's a great way to get some experience onto the general and the field marshal, because you get bonus experience if you do substantially more strength damage to the enemy than they do to you. And obviously closing a pocket means you're doing 100% strength damage. So that should be good. Let's just divert slightly there. We could really do with bumping our mobilization law soon. Need 200 political power for that though, because it's 100 per step on here. Keep coming. Get in there. Excuse me? Hello? Thank you. I don't know why. It's weird. Only 2% chance to reinforce. We still haven't got those radios up and invented yet. But there we go. Good. Got him. We are going to run at speed 4. It's not going to do a repeat of the China in Black Ice part where I ended up controlling Chinese volunteers for about 10 episodes. I enjoyed it, but man, YouTube, you did not. Not at least as far as those of you that told me thought. You're mad. German Empire has cancelled the non-aggression pact. Pardon? Germany. Germany, leave me be. Germany has negative 10 stability. Oh my lord. Black Monday is disastrous. That's interesting. It ticks up when you're in a disaster, so it's, you know, it's a big penalty, but it also operates as a kind of comeback mechanic. That's interesting. Haiti declares war on the Dominican Republic. Most boring war in all of Kaiserreich. They just go back and forth. It takes a surprisingly long time usually, but they just go back and forth on these tiles. And almost never end. We can come in here, we can give these two the encircled penalty, which is 33% all stats, as I recall. If we could freaking reinforce into one of these fights. With 2% reinforce rate, it's really tough to actually reinforce in. You know, it's going to take 50 days on average. Nice, we can get those walking clubs going, which apparently is going to reunify our entire society. Don't ask questions. It makes a lot more sense if you don't ask questions. Still building more mill factories. I think that's wise, considering how many more civilian factories we have than military. I think we do well to build more mills first. So the Russians still have men stretched all the way across Siberia. I believe Transmur can make a play to seize eastern Siberia. They haven't yet. We shall see if that changes. Going to chain this straight into another pocket close. Nice. Yeah, I think we should try that. I wonder if you closed a pocket with like 100 divisions in it, it would just instantly level your general up to max. That'd be really funny if you could do that. I really, really hope you can do that now. Right. Still slowly gaining. I think the infantry equipment is still going to be longer. Yeah. Good. So the next factory can go on infantry equipment. I don't know why it isn't moving my front line. No, this is a separate pocket. That's fine. I was doubting it for a moment there. But no, still in the fight here. Looks like the Finnish border has pretty much stabilized here. If I were the Russians, I'd probably fall back to this river until I could deal with the socialist threat, or the communist threat. What are you? Radical socialists. Yeah. In the south. The Soviet threat is the easy way to put that. So have you got a bunch of experience already because you've been doing such cool fights? Yeah, 4%. Yeah. It's not bad. Not bad by any means. Yeah, this adaptable trait. I wonder if you can stack that with the reductions. I don't think it does, but you know, mountaineers have like 30% less impact from terrain. I don't think it becomes a 80% reduction on terrain debuffs. I think it just applies the 50% onto the already reduced amount. So there goes Korea attempting to declare independence from Japan. Inevitably and unsuccessfully, given that Japan has such a colossal numbers advantage. Almost inevitably, I guess. If Korea could rush to the Fengtang border and then Fengtang also declared independence, there might be something to it, but as it stands. So we can do improved worker conditions, which gives us yeah, some nasty modifiers. I'm not sure it's necessary, because we're at 60 right now. We can bump this instead, which seems a lot more valuable to me. Also, this is going to give us nothing, but this gives 20% stability. It's only for 300 days, but by the time it goes away, we'll probably be down here in pluralism. But this does kill stability. Yeah, negative 60 there, and then you get 20 back, 20 back, 5 back. So you do actually lose stability. Or do one of these just remove political instability? Yeah, this one removes it. So we are going to be down some stability. Or rather, we're going to be at 60 after the enders, after this runs out and after we've done all this. So maybe we do want to take this. See, what I also want to get, yeah, firstly, obviously, mobilization of the economy. Also, I'd really like a land doctrine theorist. Oh, these guys don't give XP. Okay, never mind. In that case, how much? Let's work it out. How much is this going to give us? 0.5 per week, 180 days. Give me a second. 180 days divided by 7 is 25. So it's going to give us 12.5 stability. That's pretty good, to be honest. 12.5 stability? Not bad at all. Let's do it. 3 mill factories when I click that button? How? Is that just a coincidence? That's really strange. Anyway, yeah. Let's do that. With all these pockets, I have to redraw this front line every freaking day. Why can't I draw an attack plan here? Excuse me. That's very weird. Oh well. No attack plan for us apparently. Man, slow moving around here. So the American Civil War has kicked off. The old Union States, Syndicalists, America, and Romanian Civil War. That's unfortunate. If we could do Protector of the Balkans, followed by intervention in Romania, but we can only do this if there is a civil war going on. Damn. Oh, but we can intervene. Oh, okay. So it's legionaries versus monarchists. Well, we're a monarchist type, aren't we? Well, obviously we also want to back the winning horse, which looks like it's going to be Mauritania, or rather Iron Guards. But these guys like us to begin with. It's tough. It's tough. We can send them volunteers. Yeah, let's support the monarchists. Let's go for it. And if the other ones win, we'll just kill them. Simple. Hey, monarchists. War on your side. Yeah, they're charging in. Come on. Monarchists, get it together. Maybe we can pull off a pocket here. But it seems pretty bad. Pretty bad start. Oh, God. Come on. Don't lose immediately. Not before my volunteers get there. There we go. More national broadcasts. Get some stability and more support going. The Russian volunteers I'm now far less concerned about. We have a closer to home problem. I don't know why I can't draw attack plans on these guys. How long until the volunteers get there? 25th. Still a while. This is a problem. This is a serious problem. But it's a problem we're going to deal with in the next episode. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and I do hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.